Hey guys, what's up? It's Nico here. In this video, we're going to talk about printer recommendations for your cosplay and your props for 3D printing. Also, you guys, if you're new to 3D printing and you want to learn more about this stuff, or if you're just got your machine and you got questions about it, or if you're a savvy veteran and you want to show off your work, check us out at the 3dprintingforum.com. That is the best place to learn anything and everything 3D printing. So again, the 3dprintingforum.com, go check that out, and let's move on to the video. All right, now before we get started on this video, I want to just a disclaimer. I am by no means an expert in this stuff. There are people who are far more qualified, just way smarter than me in this stuff. I'm just giving you my opinion on what I would use and what I do use to build my props and in my figures and so on and so forth. So again, not an expert, just giving you my opinion. All right, you guys, so I often get asked, what printers do I recommend for cosplay and armor and stuff like that, right? And there's really just a few things that for you to consider as far as buying a machine. So let's go through that. All right, the first thing we need to talk about is build volume. All right, so we want to make sure that the printer can print the pieces in one go, because first of all, it's a lot harder to put a helmet together in pieces. Man, that thing is such a pain. What you want is for this thing to just boop, make it done. Don't have to worry about it, don't have to glue it together, weld it, so on and so forth, getting rid of the seams, all that is such hard work. It's so inefficient. So build volume. So for build volume, I like to go bigger than a CR10. Okay, a CR10 is 12 inches by 12 inches by, I think, 14, 16, something like that. What I try to do is get something bigger than that, just a tad bit bigger than that. I like to go with the CR10 S4 because it's 16 by 16 by 16. All right. Now, the next thing that we need to worry about is print quality. You don't want a machine that's just going to go and then you have this like really crappy product that you're going to have to, do way too much post-processing on, and it's just not efficient, you guys. So you want a machine that's also going to produce good results. So there's that. The next thing I want to look at as far when I select a machine is its ease of use. Is it easy to put together, right? So some people want to just get something out of a box, put a kit together, bang, bang, done in 20 minutes, you're off to the races and you're printing. Some machines take, a full day to build just because it's coming, you're putting the extrusions together, you're going to need to print parts for it yourself, right? So you already need a 3D printer to make these this other 3D printer, right? And so we don't want that. We want something that's just straight out of the box. We just want to go straight to play. It's just less of a headache, and we want to get straight to all the fun part. Who wants to go in, build all this giant contraption where you can just same machine put something together within 20 minutes. The last thing I want to talk about is the ease of replacing the parts and fixing it. Now, 3D printing is still in its infant stages, you guys. We want to make sure that this machine can be easily fixed by just replacing a few parts, and those parts are easily and readily available, and they're easy to get to. So easy to make sure that the printer that you're going to get is easy to repair, and with readily available parts. So those are the things that I look at when it comes to getting a printer. So what machine is that? So the three machines actually that come to mind when it comes to those having those qualifications, build volume, ease of use, repair, etc., are the CR10 S4 or S5, the Anycubic Chiron, or I think it's a TRX. Now, I've never used a TRX. I can't really vouch for it. I have a Chiron and I have a CR10 S4. Now, people swear up and down by the TRX. So people swearing up and down by it. If you want to grab it, get one, let me know. So to me, it came down between the Chiron and the S4. And that's where my last part of evaluation came in, when it came to ease of repair. The CR10 S4 is by far easier to repair than the Chiron. The parts are easier to get to. The feeding motor is easier. The assembly is just so much easier to get to. And that's just my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, that's fine. You know, more power to you. To me, I think the S4 is a better machine than the Chiron. Not only that, I bought a Chiron 3 months ago, and I thought it was a great machine. I bought 2 more. Within 3 months, all 3 of them just, and my CR10 S4's still going year and a half later. So take that take that with a grain of salt. So anyway, let me show you guys the build volume and why I think this machine is the perfect recommendation for any 3D printed armor, props, etc., etc. So let's go to the machines. All right, guys, what I have here is a full-size Iron Man helmet. It's scaled to me, obviously, for my head, but look at all this room still available here. Look at that. I can probably maybe squeeze another one on there. Probably won't, you know, but I mean, this thing is just massive. It's got a good space on it for full-sized helmets. Let me grab another helmet and show you guys what that looks like. All right, look, this Skull Trooper helmet is another full-size helmet. Let me pull this thing out for a little bit. And look at how much room is still left on the machine. Man, I can scale this another 20%, which would just make me look like a big giant bobblehead. And you still got room for it. And that's just the X and the Y. Now the Z has it pretty high too. So you guys, this machine checks the build volume part. What about build quality? Well, this was printed on a CR10 and it came out pretty good. Now you can also make full-size figures on your S4 like this Hulkbuster. Don't mind the paint job. I'm still working on that. Anyway, so this thing can be put on the S4 and print it this size all in one go. Now this is about 12 to 13 inches tall, and that's a pretty good size figure, you guys. All right, so you're probably asking, well, what about other parts of the body, like a chest piece or a back piece or a cod piece, right? Well, you got your trusty cosplay calipers, courtesy of the great Uncle Jesse. Shout out to Uncle Jesse. Go follow him. Go watch his videos. This dude is an inspiration. He's the one who got me into all of this stuff. So, all right, calipers. I'm going to measure at the widest part of my chest, which is right about here, right? And I have here in front of me a tape measure, and I'm just gonna go linear. It's at 14 inches. Still 2 inches less than a CR10 S4 bed on the X or the Y, right? So even if you measure twice, right? Even if you made it just a little wider at the measurement, you're still looking at about 14.5 inches. I'm not a very big guy though, so for people who are, you know, like 6'8", you're probably gonna need an S5. But for everyone who is, you know, like normal sized, I don't know. I'm short. I'm 5'7". I'm not a very tall guy, you guys. So for me, it works, right? So I would make one of these or make some sort of caliper and start measuring your body. If you're like 6'3" and your chest is like this big, you know, measure that and then see if a CR10 S4 is better for you. If not, then go get an S5, right? It's just something that you want to do before you buy one. That way, when you get your machine, you're not like, it's too small. You know what I mean? All right, now let's talk about ease of assembly and being user-friendly. I put this thing together in about 15, 20 minutes. It's super easy, you guys. It's just this frame right here, this entire frame, and then the bottom frame with a bed. And then you got the box where the wires go to, and then you connect the wires to it, the sensors, the switches, sorry, and that's it. Everything's labeled. Pretty easy to put together, you guys. And now let's talk about repairability. All right, so in my experience, what I've had to replace the most and mess with the most is this hot end assembly, which I told you guys was very easy to repair and replace, rather, because it's 4 screws. It's these 2 screws for the fan, and then 2 screws inside for the hot end itself. And then that's it. You have to take obviously the coupling off and this wire that goes to the back if you want to replace the entire thing, and that's it, you guys. So in my experience, that's what's needing to replace the most. I've never had to mess with the bed, the belt, this the Z screws in the back. Nothing. It's built really well. I've never had to replace it. Never had to. Yeah, knock on wood. So yeah, that's my opinion on repairability. All right, so again, I am by no means an expert in any of this stuff. There are people who are way smarter than me who know this stuff. I'm just giving you my opinion on what I use for my props, my armors, my etc., my swords, right? So again, I'm by no means an expert. All right, so where do you get the CR10S4? I've bought from several different places. I've bought from Banggood, I've bought from GearBest, I've bought from Amazon, and I've bought from Tiny Machines. The first 3, those machines are now gone. I don't know what happened to them. The quality was bad. But the ones from Tiny Machines, for some reason, and I don't know what kind of voodoo magic they do to this thing, but they are lasting me a while, you guys. Now, I do know that Tiny Machines does a quality check on it. They give you the most updated Marlin firmware on your box, and they make sure that your machines are working perfectly before they send it out. So shout out to those guys. They're the only ones I'm ever gonna buy from as far as this CR10S4. You can also get a Raptor and a T-Rex from them. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and get it from them. I do have a link down below if you want to get it from them. Link is in the description below. And you want to get it from them because 3D printing it's supposed to be an exact science, but the products are not so exact. And you want to make sure that your machine is going to come with the least amount of headache as possible. And these guys do that for you. So go get it from Tiny Machines. Use the link in the description below to get it. And that's it for this video. All right, I hope I was able to help you guys out in choosing which printer is right for you. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Again, the links to everything that you guys are looking for is going to be in the description. And that's it. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.